That woman is not your mother. I know that many adopted children have been told those words, but I never expected to hear them at the age of 53. It was my brother, Ray, who told me, 6 months after the death of our mother, Bonnie. He had found out from an aunt that we were both adopted. So, if Bonnie wasn't my mother, then this man wasn't my brother either, and my father Stanley wasn't my father. Who are they? Who am I? With those few words, I had just lost my family, as well as my identity. At first, I didn't believe it. I was in deep shock and hugged Ray and said, "No matter what, you're still my brother." I couldn't believe Bonnie and Stanley had kept our adoption a secret all their lives. That night, I cried and started grieving in a different way for my mum and dad. They weren't rich in money, but rich in love. I loved them so much. I wished I hadn't been told about the adoption. I didn't want to tell my children and destroy their memories of Nana and Poppy. Dad always called me Pet. Even now when I hear a man whistle or play a mouth organ, I think of my dad. Heaps of memories stirred up inside me, helping him in his workshop, watching him make my dining suite, the magic tricks that he taught me. Mum teaching me how to cook, dance, and be a lady. Now everything changed. I felt I lost my inner strength. I wondered about my birth parents. I feared I was a rape victim. I discovered my birth mother was 35 when she had me. I was surprised at her age. I thought she would be much younger. Her name was Stella. She had twin boys 12 years earlier. There was no father mentioned on my birth certificate. I was adopted out when I was only 10 days old. By the time I found all this out, Stella and both her sons had passed away. At first, I was angry at Stella. I thought, why give me away when you've already had 2 boys? But I suppose having a baby out of wedlock would have been frowned upon back in the 30s. I did find one of my half-brother's wives. I sent her a note asking for a photo of Stella. I got a nasty letter back saying all the photos of Stella had been burnt and that she didn't want to hear from me ever again. I gave up trying to find out any more. But sometimes I think it would be good to have a photo of Stella, just to see if I look anything like her. But then, does it really matter? I still have all these photos, and of course, I have my wonderful memories of growing up with Bonnie, Stanley, and Ray. My mother, father, and brother.